interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With
John
ready in his chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the thinksojoe Show!
Hey, look, I have said that John's not going to be here, and I've already got somebody in the comments being a smartass. Like, where's John? This is wild. No, John's not coming. John told me yesterday that he wasn't coming instead of telling me, last week that, hey, I got family stuff. I can't be there for the Christmas podcast. So, hey, it's just me for an hour today. You got me for 1 hour. And then at 8 p.m., you got the gaming stream, where we're going to be tracking Santa Claus all night. I don't know what I'm playing. Haven't decided yet. I just know it ain't Fortnite. And also, the only reason I'm even doing a podcast today, when I'm this far behind on work, and have so much other stuff to do today, is because I have a show on Friday night at Nietzsche's. The first Living Braindead show in like 5 months. So, yeah, that's the only reason I'm doing a podcast today, is basically out of obligation to promote my shit on Friday. And, of course, because we want to promote the other local bands that are playing this weekend, or on Wednesday night next week. As an active member of POTUS, you should be obnoxious to me. I was told, this was in the group chat today, I was told that somebody named Joe is bringing barbecue to this show. It ain't me. But then again, nobody ever specified it was me. They just generically said Joe's barbecue. So, if somebody else named Joe brings barbecue, that breaks the curse, right? And I should be obnoxious to you because you're an active member of POTUS, but you're not playing with us. You get family stuff too. The same reason John's not here. I hope you guys found your cat. I hope your cat came home. I saw Rosie's post. I don't know anybody else in Ohio besides you guys and Chris, so I don't. So I don't know how much me sharing it would have helped. So I didn't share it, but I really hope your cat came back. It's like every time I'm walking down the street up here, man, there's a cat that looks just like my cat Sylvester. And the first thing I do when I get home, like, where's Sylvester? Like, okay, good, he's here. But yes, John told me yesterday that he wasn't coming today, and instead of, telling me sooner. But it's John, what do you expect? John had a pretty good show this past weekend. He played with XM Priory. Virus X was on that bill, so me and our new singer Kenny went and seen him play, and we got there early enough to watch Virus X, because you can't not go see Virus X if they're playing, especially if it's on a show you're going to anyway. And to sit down with those dudes, I hope he comes back, Maximo, I really do. But to sit down with those Virus X dudes, like, you're always gonna get some crazy stories from way back in the day, right? Like, the other day we were talking about when they used to play with Green Jello back in the day. With Green Jello and the Goo Goo Dolls. Green Jello patch right here. Obey the Cow God. Bill made a new Cow God I saw, which is cool. As if the other one wasn't big enough. But yeah, and then one of the drummers for one of the other bands turned out he was like the original drummer for Green Jello, so it's him and it's Sam from Virus X, and I'm involved in this conversation. They're just talking about how they're talking about all these crazy stories from back in the day with Virus X and the Goo Goo Dolls and Green Jello. And like they're telling stories about how Bill used to act on stage, and it's like, damn, he's calmed the fuck down since then, if you can believe that. But yeah, and then we're playing with them in February at the Tudor Lounge. They said they're considering coming out on Friday night to see us play. First show in 5 months. First show with the new singer. Looking forward to getting back up on stage with Braindead. I've been on stage a few times with POTUS. Yes, I did see the Ronald at Music is Art. I am aware that Bill would go bigger if he could. He can't. That thing was huge. And just everybody was stopping to take pictures with it, too. It's a giant juggalo Ronald McDonald. It was like twice as tall as the stage it was next to. I can't wait for Music is Art next year. We should be on it, hopefully. We were supposed to be on this past year, and we couldn't do it because obviously we didn't have a singer at the time. And but we're excited to bring this new energy out to audiences, and we're looking forward to playing with the Dreadnoughts and with POTUS Triple X and with Nick, John, Gabriel, Lucido. And the Dreadnoughts were asking to borrow some gear, and I was like, "Oh, Nick will let you borrow his bass amp." And then Nick, John, Gabriel, Lucido was like, "I need to buy a sword. There can only be one." I'm like, "But there is only one. There's one Nick, and there's a Nick, John, Gabriel, Lucido." So, I don't know. I don't think Nick was. I don't think Nick, John, Gabriel, Lucido was amused by that comment. But I'm looking forward to Friday. It's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a good time. It'll be nice to be back on stage at Nietzsche's. We are actually bringing amps, which we all just kind of were looking at each other like, why are we bringing amps? Who do I call to call in? Is it you? This isn't a call-in show, despite what John will have you think, and you calling us and. Plus, I'm only here for an hour, so we got like 15-minute segments in between song breaks, if even that. They're more like 12-minute segments. Got an hour, and then we got the gaming stream. That's coming up at 8 o'clock. I was originally going to do 2 hours of this, and then the gaming stream at 8:30, and then when John was like, "Oh, I'm not going to be there tomorrow," he's like, "You can do an hour if you want." Like, what do you mean I can do an hour if I want? Like, that's what I'm going to do if I want to do it. Like, it's my show. I get to decide how long the show is. So we're doing the hour today. We're doing the hour, and then that gives me an hour to get all this shit behind me cleaned up and out of here, so I could get the green screen up. We could do the gaming stream. 5th annual gaming stream. I've been doing them since 2021, apparently. I don't know what caused me to do that the first time. I think I was starting, maybe I was, well, we started doing, okay, I get it. We started doing, I think during the pandemic, we started doing the videos for this podcast. Right? So it would be, oh, it had to be earlier than that. It had to be like 2019. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the timeline of this whole thing is. Maybe it was 2019 we started doing these. I just remember, like, the first one we did was on Christmas, the first live stream. You know what? We'll find out. Let's look it up. youtube.com/@thinksojoe show. I'm very, I have no idea. Let's see, live. And then we got to go all the way back. Because we've been doing this for at least 5 years now. It might be 6. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's 6. I think we were doing we were doing live video. We were recording video for our Patreon. You know, I threw out my old one last week because it was just laying around. The keys were broken and shit, and it was not doing me any good. 2019 was the first time we did the video live. So somewhere in that next year, I started gaming on stream, and then I was like, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a live gaming stream on Christmas Eve and track Santa Claus. But I had my old keyboard, and I was like, you know, I need to get rid of this because it's like in the way. It's not doing me any good because it's broken. And I ended up tossing it out, and I was thinking, oh man, you know, maybe I could have just given that to Maximo so he could just sit there and just, you know, pretend type on this on this broken keyboard. Get that ASMR sound. Buy our merch. Merch.thinksojoe.com. It would be like Maximo just sitting there like... I wanted to buy like the same keyboard I had before. This one was cheaper. I don't remember what it's. Game Power is the brand. I've never heard of it until I bought one. Well, it's amazing what you can buy for cheap on Amazon. Like this monitor over here is a KTC monitor. Who the fuck knows what KTC is? But I bought it. It had good reviews, so I'm like, fuck it. Need a 4K monitor. You wouldn't care if you worked or not. Yeah, I should have saved it for you. I'm sorry, dude. I was like, by the time I thought about it, it was already in the garbage can. So I'm like, ah, fuck. So, yeah, unfortunately, that one's gone. It served me well for a number of years. If you're wondering, what are they? Geez, I can't remember the name of the fucking key type. They're blue. I know they're blue. They're blue keys. But I can't remember what the hell they're actually. It starts with an O. I can't remember what they're actually called. Screw it. Let's do some more. We'll find out. So that way you know what to look for if you're looking for a keyboard here. If you want it to sound like this one. What do we got here? This one just says clicky blue switches. Dual mode. I've also bought a lot of keyboards over the years. So who knows? You've been staring at fish a lot lately as stimulation? I've just been sitting here staring at this screen because I've been working all damn day. Almost non-stop here. Okay, that's this keyboard. What's it got? Outemu. Outemu. Hot swappable blue switches. That's what these have. Custom keycaps and everything. All right, this one's got the same. Doesn't say anywhere in the listing, but that's... It was the same one. It was the Outemu Blue. Nice sounding keys. Very comfortable to type onto. Anyway, coming up on Friday night. That ain't what I'm looking for. That's just my Facebook home screen. Coming up on Friday night, it's Jingle Ball Stupid 2025. Featuring POTUS XXX, The Dreadnecks, The Living Braindead, and more. Jingle Ball Stupid, a winter formal featuring POTUS XXX, Dreadnecks, The Living Braindead, The Finality Complex, Chuck, Pour La New, Different Planets, and Nick John Gabriel Lucido. Friday, December 26th, 21 plus, ID required, no ID, no entry. Doors open at 7 p.m. at Nietzsche's, 248 Allen Street here in Buffalo. Tickets are available at jingleballstupid.eventbrite.com, but at this point, just pay the whatever at the door. If you and John have a rematch to fight, but with keyboards, go ahead. There used to be this dude, when my friend used to wrestle, we used to go see him wrestle over in Niagara Falls, Canada. And there was this dude, his name was the Hacker, and his like weapon of choice was a keyboard. And he would hit the guy with a keyboard, and keycaps would just go flying everywhere. It was cool. It was an interesting visual. Anyway, this is the Living Braindead, and this song is called Partial Truths on all WNY Think So Joe Show.
Manipulate your mind. It's all your spirits talk some shit within my lyrics. My words conceal what I don't want you to hear. Partial truths, because I'm a coward. Lying, lying, I've got a mouth spit. Their foundation will crumble. That's what I cannot wait. I'm sick of my shit. I'm sick of my shit. Lying, lying, I've got a mouth spit. That foundation will crumble. That's what I cannot wait. I'm sick of my shit. I'm sick of my shit. Lying, lying, I've got a mouth spit. That foundation will crumble. That's what I cannot wait. I'm sick of my shit. I'm sick of my shit.
The Living Braindead on all WNY Think So Joe Show. I know that band. I'm in that band. I'm playing with that band Friday night at Nietzsche's. It's part of Jingle Ball Stupid, a winter formal. Here's the thing about a winter formal at Nietzsche's as a show thing, right? We've done things like this before. The prom is an exception to this. But we've done things where we're like, hey, you know, this is an occasion to dress up. When I was booking for all WNY, you know, back before Good Things Events was a thing, we used to book the Black Heart Ball. Blackened Hearts Ball? I don't know. The Blackened Hearts Ball, that's what it was, every February, which was like an anti-Valentine's Day show. Merry Christmas to John and my cats. Yeah. Merry Christmas to you too, Laura. Anyway. Even if you didn't say Merry Christmas to me, Merry Christmas to you. Maximo's still going to come to prom and defend his title next year. So we used to do this Blackened Hearts Ball, and it was like, this is the anti-Valentine's Day. It is Halloween on Valentine's Day. Come dressed in costumes. And nobody would show up in costume. Like, I would show up with a costume, because if people were in costume, then I'd change into the costume, but nobody was ever in costume. I don't know if people just don't get the memo. So like this winter formal thing, like all the bands are just promoting it like, hey, my band's playing. I'm promoting it. Hey, my bands are playing. Braindead and POTUS. And like it's so like the message is not getting across that this is a formal and they want you to dress nice. And it's not even in the event page. All it says is Jingle Ball Stupid. It does say a winter formal, but and that's in quotes. But it doesn't encourage like formal dress or anything. It just says Jingle Ball Stupid, a winter formal. And then lists the bands and the other pertinent information about this show. So are people going to dress nice for this? Maybe the POTUS dudes are going to dress nice. I don't know. I'm not. I got a nice t-shirt with John McClane holding Gizmo and Stripe, and a Christmas tree are in the background. And it says Merry Christmas on it. That's what I'm wearing. But yes, Jingle Ball Stupid, a winter formal featuring POTUS, Triple X, the Dreadnecks, the Living Braindead, the Finality Complex, Chuck, Pour Lanou, Different Planets, and Nick John Gabriel Lucido. That's this weekend, this Friday night, at Nietzsche's. 7 p.m. doors, 21 plus. No ID, no entry. Tickets available now at jingleballstupid.eventbrite.com. It is absolutely, they are both absolutely 100% Christmas movies. John's trying to argue with me yesterday. He says, "Did you see what Macaulay Culkin said?" Yeah, I saw what Macaulay Culkin said, but how is he the fucking, what did he say he is? The godfather of Christmas movies or whatever? Like, how? There were Christmas movies before him. There have been Christmas movies after him. His movie, if you don't consider Die Hard a Christmas movie, then his movie is also not a Christmas movie. So, second Home Alone is a Christmas movie. I don't know how. Well, I guess a lot of the stuff couldn't happen any other time besides winter, but the Home Alone 1 could take place any time of the year. Die Hard, on the other hand, could take place at less times of the year than Home Alone could. Even though Macaulay Culkin, well, you know, that movie could take place on St. Patrick's Day and no one will know the difference. Who's traveling cross country for a St. Patrick's Day party? What corporation is closing their doors and holding a St. Patrick's Day party? Anyway, I digress. And then I saw something the other day. There was this tournament going on, and you had to vote for the movie you wanted to get eliminated. Every single week, I voted for the Santa Claus, and the Santa Claus ended up winning. I don't know how I only watch that movie once every couple of years. I haven't watched it yet this year. I still got to watch a couple other Christmas movies too this year. But I'm also like super far behind on work, so I'm going to be spending all day tomorrow catching up on work and finishing up some stuff for Jingle Ball Stupid. So I gotta figure out what the hell I still want to watch. Jingle All the Way, definitely. That is on my list of things I need to watch. I've already watched Home Alone 1. And I've watched A Muppet Christmas Carol. I don't know, I watched a bunch of Christmas movies. I watched Gremlins. And then last night I was going to bed. I'm like, I want to fall asleep, so I don't want to put on a Christmas movie. And then I watched Clerks 2 and Clerks 3 before I actually fell asleep. And then I fell asleep at like 6 and I woke up at like 10. And I'm like, okay, time to go work. And then like 3 hours into work, I'm just like, yeah, I'm taking a nap. And then I had to stop to get podcast stuff ready. I also stopped to do some stuff for the merch table for Friday night. We got new buttons. We've been out of buttons for a while on the Braindead merch table, so we'll finally have some on Friday. But Yeah. But yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I will say this, though. We were talking about this last week, and I was going through all these lists of, like, here are the best Christmas movies. And a few of them had Edward Scissorhands on it. And John said, that's not a Christmas movie, that's a Halloween movie. So, in the interest of science, I watched Edward Scissorhands for the first time in my life. It is more of a Christmas movie than it is a Halloween movie. But there is like 30 seconds of Christmas in it. So that is not a Christmas movie. I will give you that. Edward Scissorhands, not a Christmas movie. I will agree on that one. And then I watched A Nightmare Before Christmas for the first time ever, because Jasmine asked me to do it during the podcast last week. So I was like, all right, let's see. But I wanted to watch Edward Scissorhands so I can make that educated guess on whether that was a Christmas movie or not. And then when it was done, it's like, would you like to watch A Nightmare Before Christmas? Like, yes, actually, I would. Nope, not on meth. Die Hard's a Christmas movie. And also, those animated images are pronounced GIF, not GIF. But I do it for clients, I'll say GIF, because they'll yell at me if I don't, because everybody else gets that wrong. The guy who wrote Die Hard says it's a Christmas movie, and the guy who made the GIF file format says it's pronounced with a J sound. So two hills I will die on. But, Die Hard couldn't take place at any other time of the year. It wouldn't make sense. Nobody is traveling across the country to go to, like, a corporate Captain Crack Sparrow, he says. Nobody's traveling across country to go to, like, any other holiday party besides a Christmas party. Maybe a New Year's party. But, yeah, I don't know. Home Alone, on the other hand, could take place any time of the year. I don't know, but then it opens up a huge, a very big discussion, a bigger discussion about what is a Christmas movie? What constitutes a Christmas movie? 30 seconds of Christmas that has absolutely nothing to do with the plot, like in Edward Scissorhands, not a Christmas movie. The entire plot revolving around a Christmas party. Christmas movie. The entire plot revolving around a Christmas present, like Gremlins. Christmas movie. And we'll give you Home Alone. Because it is very Christmassy. Even though you literally could do the plot of that movie any other time of the year. Buy our merch. You could get a shirt with a picture of me and John as the Wet Bandits on it. I was wearing that one yesterday. I wore it to band practice. Didn't realize what I was wearing, and John walks in and he goes, "Hey, nice t-shirt." No, I don't need re-education. You need to reassess your definition of a Christmas movie. Die Hard could not be done at any other time of the year. Ergo, Christmas movie. It's a tale of reconciliation. Holiday reconciliation. And Gremlins is a tale of why you shouldn't buy a Mogwai for someone for Christmas. But yeah, looking. Oh shit, it's time for more music because, short show today. Coming up on Saturday, it is the End of the World Party 2025 featuring Until I Wake. It is the End of the World Party 2025 featuring Until I Wake with Deep State, Tim the Truth, Destroy Create, and Easy Death, Grey Wash, and Loveboxx. That's Saturday, December 27th, 18 plus with ID, no entry, doors open at 4 p.m. at Buffalo Ironworks, 49 Illinois Street in Buffalo. They got a price on this anywhere? Tickets available at photocitymusichall.com and buffaloironworks.com, but it doesn't say how much. $25.07 to $30.40. End of the World 2025.eventbrite.com for tickets. All right, and this is Loveboxx, and this song is called P.S. I Hate You on All WNY, Think So Joe Show.
Can you blame? This is your fame, marching in shame. You'll never change. Face down as sun. All my love, but it's not enough. And I don't wanna feel so bad anymore. You're no good for me. You're no good for me. You're cold, you're cruel and sad, breaking through the silence. You're no good for me. Playing your games, happy is pain, empathy drained. 'Cause you're fucking insane. Break down, no trust. Break me, well you're not the one. And I don't wanna feel so bad anymore. You're no good for me. You're no good for me. You're cold, you're cruel and sad, breaking through the silence. You're no good for me. And I don't wanna feel so bad anymore. You're no good for me. You're no good for me. You're cold, you're cruel and sad, breaking through the silence. You're no good for me.
There we go. Maximo's account is restricted because he said I was on meth. Yeah. It's because Facebook knows Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Gremlins 2. You know what I haven't seen yet? I gotta watch the Charlie Brown Christmas I haven't watched yet this year. But I was looking for the Garfield Christmas special. It used to be on Peacock. And now it's not. You can't live stream or make ads until January 23rd, 2026. Jeez, dude. That's kind of ridiculous. That's so Facebook restricted my account once because how do I say this without getting myself restricted again? So I had these neighbors, and actually this happened on an episode of the show. In fact, hold on. No, where the hell is it? In fact, I think this is it. Let me see.
Can you guys stop swearing? I have children over here. Next time you swear, I'm gonna call the cop.
So that happened. It was me and it was Brian and it was Dan Twist, and we were outside doing the podcast. And you know, we're doing our usual show. And the next door neighbor, whose kids I've learned swear words from, was like, "Oh, you guys gotta stop swearing. There's kids out here." Blah blah blah. Whatever. Right. So, I posted something on Facebook, and I called him. Let's see. How do I put this without getting restricted on it? I called him a certain color of garbage. You know, this color of garbage. And they're like, "Oh, you can't say that. That's right. You know, that's against our terms of service. Like, I can't say a guy is." Like, how do you figure it's hate speech when it's about a guy who's the same color as me? Like, you know, whatever. So now I just, you know, you gotta watch what you say on Facebook sometimes. Laura wants to know where Santa Claus is. Let's find out. I haven't been... The gaming stream starts in an hour and a half. So, Santa's headed for Cardiff, Wales in 1 minute and 3 seconds. With over 4.4 billion gifts delivered. He was last spotted in London. Probably going to see my dear friend Rianne. And you, Laura. I hope he had plenty of coal, because he just left where Laura was. And Lexi. Lexi's over there too. A lot of people in England. Almost did the long distance thing with somebody in England, but then they started to show like a very jealous side, and it's like, no, I ain't dealing with that. Did that enough. Apparently you were trying to solicit it to me. Oh, Jesus. I believe your exact words were, "You are on," not "Do you want." So I don't know how that's solicitation there. That's a little ridiculous. Facebook restricts people's accounts over the stupidest shit. It really does. One of my friends just posted yesterday, and he said his messenger was restricted because they said he violated terms and conditions in his in messages to other people. And according to him, the only thing he was talking to other people about was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Which, if you know this guy, that's what he likes is Power Rangers. So I 100% believe that he was not doing anything other than talking about Power Rangers in his messages, and Facebook's like, "You can't talk about that stuff." So they'll restrict you for the dumbest shit. But then if like somebody's like impersonating you and you report it, They're like, yeah, we don't see anything wrong with that. How the hell? I'm me. You can see I've had this account for 15 years now, or however long I've been on Facebook. Joe needs to be restricted to only engaging in and talking about barbecues, says Brandon. Hey, I heard somebody named Joe is bringing barbecue to the POTUS XXX show, the Jingle Ball Stupid, this Friday night at Nietzsche's. So, you guys never specified which Joe. But, yeah, I've been told that another Joe is supposedly bringing barbecue. I was in the group chat for the show on Friday. Santa's just about to hit 4.5 billion presents delivered. Yeah, I don't know what's real anymore either. I just know Santa Claus is on his way to Carlisle, England. First time I ever tracked Santa, like because like you could get the app back in the day, and like my kid and I were in Virginia, and we were staying with a bunch of kids. And the first time I knew I could track Santa, they're like, "Where's Santa now? Where's Santa now?" And it's like, "Oh, he's in Rio de Janeiro." I'm like, "Oh, like Rio, like the movie Rio." Like, so I don't know how I came to start tracking Santa on a live stream every year. I know I got a message from my buddy John couple of weeks ago saying, "Hey, are you actually it was like a month ago, hey, are you doing the Christmas stream?" And I never replied to him. I was planning on it. I just didn't have any actual plan, and I still don't have any actual plan. And we're an hour and 18 minutes away. So who knows what the hell I'm doing on this live stream tonight? How long I'm gonna stream, who knows? I've been going to like 2, 3 in the morning with these, but I don't think I'm doing that tonight because I'm super far behind on work. And I want to catch up. So, who knows? I kind of like to wait for him to get here. And then since Jasmine moved to Idaho, it's like, okay, well, let's wait for him to get to Idaho, and I'll tell you when he got there. But, and usually that's been like after the stream is over, because I'm still like, ah, shit, I gotta go to work. I can't sit here anymore and wait. I gotta actually work. Santa just left Edinburgh, Scotland, and he's heading to Belfast, Northern Ireland, with 4.5 billion presents delivered. I saw they posted a picture of all the people in the call center, and they were talking about all the calls they were getting of asking where Santa Claus was. Let's see. NORAD is tracking Santa as he flies over London. That was just recently. That was right when I pulled back up. Yeah, they got all the volunteers in the call center. Merry Christmas, Josh. You and your family. Hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. We are tracking Santa today. And we're going to continue to do that in the other live stream coming up at 8 o'clock. Currently on his way to Belfast, Northern Ireland. Buy our merch. And right now, we're going to go to another song break. And we're going to start talking about some New Year's Eve show plans you guys can make here. Including this one, which is not the one I'm looking for. Where the hell's the one I'm looking for? I clicked off the one I clicked off the next... Hold on, we'll find it. I had everything pulled up. A not normal New Year's Eve mystery on Franklin Street. Something strange is happening at Tudor Lounge. What else is new? But this time you're invited to investigate. Join us for a Clue-style murder mystery with live music, secrets hidden in plain sight, and enough chaotic energy to properly send off the whirlwind that was 2025. That's 335 Franklin Street in Buffalo at the Tudor Lounge, December 31st, 2025, 10:30 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. It's a $10 cover. Dress up, grab a drink, follow the clues, and ring in the new year with Not Normal. And this is Not Normal on all WNY Think So Joe show. This song is called Pawns in a Game. Not Normal on all WNY Think So Joe show. Join them for a Not Normal New Year's Eve mystery on Franklin Street next Wednesday, New Year's Eve, at 10:30 p.m. at the Tudor Lounge. Seems like an interesting concept. Maybe that's what I'll do next week. I don't know. Maybe after the podcast, I'll head on down to Tudor Lounge and we'll check out Not Normal and see if we can solve the mystery of whatever the mystery is. I don't know. But yeah, $10 cover on that one, I'm pretty sure. I clicked off of it because I went to the actual event page. $10 cover. 10:30 to 1:30 a.m. And then I'm back at Tudor Lounge in February. We're talking about the dumb shit you get restricted for on Facebook, and I actually had so the Think So Joe page is a professional page, right? So I get, you guys can give me stars or whatever, and I could get paid. I never ask for them, but you can. We always have the tips.thinksojoe.com pop up on the screen here, or buy our merch or whatever, but we don't beg for you guys to support us. It does cost me money to do this podcast every week, but it's not much. So I ain't complaining. But we're talking about dumb shit that Facebook will suspend your account for or restrict your account for. And I was, we played a show at Nietzsche's, and John was having trouble with the pedal that he had at the time. And so he had to fix the pedal before we could continue and play more songs. So to kill some time, I played the theme from King of the Hill. And a lot of people were like, oh man, I wish somebody got that on video. So I was like, screw it. I'll just, I'll do an acoustic cover of it. Just sitting in my studio, just put it up on the Think So Joe page. And I did. And then Facebook's like, yeah, you can't do that. We're going to demonetize your account now. You can't make money from your account until you get rid of this offending content. It's a cover of a fucking TV theme song. I see people post covers all the damn time on Facebook. So I had to take it down. And then I went through this whole process of licensing the song, releasing the song, and putting it out on YouTube so I could reshare the video on Facebook just out of spite. And they couldn't do shit about it because I went through the proper channels. So that video is still up on my YouTube. It's up here, up on the Think So Joe Music YouTube, which is youtube.com/@thinksojoemusic, I think. Anyway. And I released that. And I had to jump through all these hoops too, because it's like, well, your song's not 60 seconds. So you need to package it as part of another release. So then I did a cover of Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley, and I released those together. Just so I could put this damn video up of me playing the King of the Hill theme, because Facebook was like, we're demonetizing your account for doing that. So yeah, Facebook is kind of ridiculous with this shit. Hi, Steph. Merry Christmas Eve. Crisis Eve, as you say. Also, you Bills fans, where's my thank you? You guys are in the playoffs because of my team. Not that you weren't going to get there anyway, but you got there early because the Niners beat the Colts on Monday night. I only had 2 people thank me. Then again, I wasn't reaching out to Seahawks fans like, hey, thanks for beating the Rams so we still have a shot at first place. It's not even my team. Yes, it is my team. It's my team. It's been my team since I was a little kid. It's still my team now. I saw them in Cleveland a couple of weeks ago. I saw them play in Cleveland a couple of weeks ago where they trounced the Cleveland Browns by more than a field goal. This is a playoff level team we're talking about here that just won by a field goal in Cleveland. Anyway. I don't know. 2 more wins and the 49ers have home all through the Super Bowl. Little Joe wasn't wrong. Little Joe was rooting for a team that actually won Super Bowls back in the day. And Joe now is rooting for a team that's 6 home wins away from. We got the Bears at home. We got the Seahawks at home. If we win both of those, then we got the entire playoffs and the Super Bowl at Levi's Stadium. So, yeah, it's great to control your destiny. Yeah, you saw the eye roll when I read your comment. I don't know, man. Bills fans are in the Bills are in the playoffs because the Niners beat the Colts the other day. Also, what do you guys got? Like 2 Pro Bowlers? It's cute. I think we got like 4. But yeah, you know. I may not live in the city of the team I root for, but technically, even if I was a Bills fan, I don't live in the city where the team plays. We play in Orchard Park. I lovingly say as a Santa Clara 49ers fan. You're in your championship game on fantasy this weekend? Nice. Good luck. When I was playing fantasy, I never won. Like, I got to the finals my first year playing fantasy hockey and I lost. But, yeah, I can't. This week, the Bears are a scary team to play. And then if we win, the game against Seattle is for the number 1 seed in the NFC. So, let's hope Brock Purdy and co can do that. But, yeah, hey, it's time for me to get out of here. Because it's $150 from $10. Nice. I don't think we weren't playing for money in my fantasy leagues. We were just, we had the hockey website, so we had all the hockey people from the hockey website in a fantasy pool on YouTube, on Yahoo, and I did pretty well that first season. I did okay the second season too, even though I had to let it auto draft for me because I wasn't home. But anyway, that's it for the podcast today. 8 o'clock we'll be back with the live stream the Christmas live stream. Which means I got an hour to get the rest of the studio cleaned up so I can get the green screen up and get that going. So we'll see you at 8 o'clock as we continue to track Santa Claus, who is currently on his way to Ponta Delgada, São Miguel, the Azores, in 5 minutes, with almost 4.6 billion gifts delivered. We'll see you at 8 o'clock. And as far as the podcast, we'll see you next week on New Year's Eve. But before we go, we got to talk about one more show. And that is New Year's Eve at Nietzsche's, coming in the new year with Folk Faces, Witty Tarbox, and the Snake Oil Serenaders at Nietzsche's, 9 p.m., $10, champagne toast at midnight. That's at 248 Allen Street. It's probably 21 plus. It's not listed here. I have to assume 21 plus, but they do 18 and up shows at Nietzsche's. Excuse me. They do 18 and up shows at Nietzsche's if you pay extra for security. So I can't guarantee that it's only a 21 plus show, but I'd imagine it is. 9 p.m., $10, New Year's Eve. This is Witty Tarbox. This song is called Goodbye Jackie. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week on the thinksojoe Show.
And watch the birds fly up and away to the sky, stay alive. Doctor says calm down, where it's just a consequence of constant chemicals stirring up your brain. Have another think, I think your train is on time. You ever stack magazines to keep your mind at ease at the forefront? That's everything behind you. My brain has been cut wide open. Line up, it's time for your medication. Patience here is slowly fading down. Cherry blossoms on my window, waiting for me on the other side. Little Max looked up in the sky, watched the little fish go by and grow bigger. He said, you'll be surfing on sunshine in no time, strolling memory lane with says goodbye, and you're leading with the left foot so good I can't decide with all the he said, she said's burning my eyes, and it's alright. Jackie says goodbye, and I say alright. Jackie says goodbye, and I spent my life waiting at the finish line, but you step on my shoes when I'm walking. Well, I can smell the cherry blossoms in the morning time, baby. Put your mind at ease. And Jackie says goodbye. Oh, Jackie says goodbye. Well, I can smell the cherry blossoms in the morning time, baby. Jackie said so long. Poor Jackie was so wrong. Step on my shoes when I'm walking.